Welcome to another ABS online video. Let's go and find out what we're going to learn today. Hello again everyone, it's beautiful week 16. It really is beautiful this time. Shall we find out why? Well, come and join us. Last week was a crazy review week. Yes, it was a little bit busy. What did we look at? Well, I think we'll think about that in a minute. But first, what's our very important question? Here it is. Hello, how are you? I'm sure you know the answers. I am fine. I am good. I am great. And one more. I am wonderful. We looked at everything. Well, we started with, what do people look like? We looked at your body and your face. Everyone looks different, don't they? Tall and short, beautiful and, well, maybe not quite so beautiful. After that, we looked at your family. Very, very important. We looked at your close family and your distant family. People like your cousins. We looked at your home and all the different rooms in your home. We looked at some really unusual things that you could have. Then we looked around your city. So many things in a city. Right, so what is next? Well, now we are going to look outside your city. So we started with your face, your family, your home, your city. We're getting bigger and bigger. So we looked at your city and now outside of your city. When we go outside the city, it can be very green, very beautiful. You see, I said beautiful would be an important word this week. And I think when we go outside the city, it really is beautiful. This is what we are going to look at. The environment. Very long and difficult word. Let's say it again. Environment. We're going to say it quite a lot over the next few weeks. So what is it? The environment is all the living and non-living things around us. So we've got rocks and frogs. The frog is living. The rock is non-living. And when we put them all together, that is the environment. None of these things are made by man. So the man does not make the rock or the frog or the tree. They are not man-made. So let's go outside. Look around you. What can you see? If it is not made by people, then it is natural. So if you can see a road, that was made by people. If you can see a tree, that was not made by people. The tree is natural. Natural. If it is natural, then it is part of the environment. You see, we've got that word quite a lot, haven't we? If it is natural, then it is part of the environment. Everything we can see there is natural. Maybe there's a path that you can walk along. Well, that's a bit difficult. The rocks are natural. But is the path man-made? I think it is. So what can we see? The biggest thing we can see is a mountain. We're going to take a few minutes to talk about the different things in the environment and give them names. The biggest is the mountain. If it is a little smaller, we call it a hill. Try to think what they are both made of. So the big one is a mountain, the small one is a hill. Now, if you've got a big hill, when can we call it a small mountain? Well, no one knows really. That would be up to you. Is it a hill or is it a mountain? Sometimes that's an easy question. Sometimes it's up to you. What are they both made of? So let's look at the mountain. The top is called the peak. The peak of the mountain. Right at the very top. If it suddenly falls down very far, that is called a cliff. Now that is not somewhere I want to be. Lots of mountains have got very, very high cliffs. The low part between two mountains is a valley. So if we look at our picture here, we've got a big mountain on the right and another big one on the left. In between, it makes a sort of V shape, and that is a valley. Usually at the bottom of a valley is a river. Valley. 3 good words there. Peak, cliff, valley. Let's look at some water. The long, thin thing is a river. The big round thing is a lake. I think you knew that. River, lake. They're very easy, aren't they? Let's find some more. So let's look at the river. If it falls off a cliff, it makes a waterfall. So we've got the river falling off a cliff. And that makes the waterfall. I think they're so beautiful. Oh, there's that word again, beautiful. The side of the river is called a river bank. So this is the part where sometimes there's water if the river is very full. Sometimes there's no water when the river is low. So we can only see the river bank if the river is low. It's at the side of the river. River bank. Did you know that? Maybe we're getting some new words now. Some more water. Well, if water fills a dip in the land, it is called a lake. There is usually a river going in and a river going out. So the river makes the lake. That dip in the land, well, it has to be filled by something. It gets filled up by the river. But then the water needs to go somewhere as well. So there's a river going out of the lake as well. What are they made of? Ice cream and chocolate? Cookies? Potato chips? Nope. They are all made of rocks, soil and water. They are always changing. What? Really? Always changing. Are we sure about that? I go to a very nice lake quite often. Doesn't seem to be changing. But they are always changing. The water slowly moves the soil. Water very slowly erodes the rocks. It makes the rocks smaller. If the water erodes the rocks, then very, very, very slowly, it's making the rocks smaller and smaller until they turn into soil. That happens so slowly. You can wait your whole life and still not see it change. Maybe you look out of your window when you're a very small baby and see a big beautiful mountain. Then when you're a very, very old man, you will still see the same mountain, but it has changed very slowly. So slowly we can't really see it happening. Let's have a question. How far away? We can use two different things to answer that question. What can we use? Well, when we give an answer to how far away, we've got two different ways to measure. We can use meters or kilometers. So they are the two different ways we are going to answer the question, how far away? So meters or kilometers? I'm sure you've heard about those. You know what they are. A meter is quite small. A kilometer is really big. You could jump 1 meter, but it takes you a long time to walk a kilometer. So they are very different. We can use meters if something is near. So that tree is very near. We can use kilometers if something is far. So that mountain is far away. So we can't really use meters. We have to use kilometers. But when do we use meters and when do we use kilometers? If it's very near, meter. If it's very far, kilometer. But what if it's a little bit near? Well, again, that would be up to you. So let's ask the question. We're going to ask the question a few times. Let's think about all the things in the environment. How far away is the mountain? Let's think. The mountain is probably far. So I think we're going to use kilometers. Let's look at a great answer. The nearest mountain is 25 kilometers away. Okay, so there's a good answer. We're going to say the nearest mountain, because of course there are many, many mountains. Which mountain do you want? So in all of our answers, we're going to say the nearest. And then at the end, we must use the word away. The nearest mountain is 25 kilometers away. That means it's 25 kilometers from where you are. Let's look at some other things in the environment. How far away is the valley? Do you remember? What is a valley? It's the low point between two mountains. So, the valley must be near the mountain. The nearest valley is 20 kilometers away. So, the valley is at the bottom of the mountain. So it must be a little bit closer. What shall we look at next? How far away is the river? Can you think? Where is the nearest river to you? The nearest river is 600 meters away. So that one, it's not very far, but it's not very close. So we're going to use meters. 600 meters. Can we find something that's really near us? How far away is the waterfall? Okay, well, I think the waterfall has sort of got to be near the mountain, but maybe not right in the mountain. Let's find out. Where's the nearest waterfall? The nearest waterfall is 15 kilometres away. Maybe we can go and see it. 15 kilometres would take a long time to walk, but not very long in the car. What are we going to look at next? How far away is the tree? Okay, I think that's going to be quite near us. Are we going to use kilometres or metres? Very near. The nearest tree is 20 metres away. That's very near. We could touch it in a minute. One more question. Okay. How far away is the lake? Well, we don't have many lakes high up the mountain. It can happen, but not very often. So I think the lake is going to be nearer than the mountain. Let's find out. The nearest lake is 5 kilometres away. Not very far. Can we walk 5 kilometres? I think we can. It would take, I'm going to say 1 hour. Do you want to walk for 1 hour? Maybe we should get the car again. The environment is beautiful. Well, they are 2 important words today. Environment. Beautiful. We have only looked at a small part of it. The environment is very big. It's sort of our whole world. All the bits that are not man-made. There we are. That's a very beautiful environment. Trees, plants, soil, rocks, mountains. I can't see any water there, but there must be, or there would be no plants. Next week, we will look at how some of it is made. How do you make an environment? Well, we said earlier that the water can very, very slowly move the soil, and very, very, very slowly it can change the shape of the rocks and make them smaller. So maybe we can make an environment like that. We'll have to think about that a little bit more. How is it made? Well, you'll have to join us next time. So see you guys soon. But let's go and meet our final 2 friends. Here they are, and they always say thank you. See you next time. Bye. Thank you for watching our video today. Please don't forget, subscribe, and that will help us to make lots more videos for you. Thank you. Bye.